Hey everyone, welcome back to Love Hackers. You know, we're your daily dose of dating advice. I'm Alex Carter.
And I'm Sophie Tanaka.
And we are diving deep today into a topic.
That's spicy.
Yeah, it's going to get some pulses racing for sure. We're talking all about decoding the signals when an older woman is into you online. So, you know, the
cougar phenomenon.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the thing.
It's definitely a thing, and I can totally see why, you know. There's something about a woman.
Who knows what she wants?
Yes, with experience and confidence.
And just a
certain je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
It's just
irresistible.
so alluring. But, okay, let's be real. Online dating, it can be
a nightmare.
It's a minefield. It really is. It's like, how do you know?
Who's genuine?
Yeah. Are they interested or are they just being polite, you know?
And then,
especially when there's an age difference.
That's like a whole other layer
of like,
will get you.
Of complexity. So like,
is this flirting? Are they just being nice? What's going on?
What is going on? So that's what we're talking about today, giving you the tools to really decode those signals. We're going to go beyond that surface level stuff.
Get into the psychology
a little bit. The psychology of it all. Like what makes these women tick.
Yes. We're going to help you understand not just what they do, but why.
Why they do it.
So you can just navigate the dating landscape with confidence.
All right. So let's kick things off with a behavior. That, I think, is a major tell. Ditching the small talk.
I love this.
Have you noticed this?
All the time.
Yeah. It's like they just don't have time for it.
They don't. And I think it comes down to a few things. You know, they've probably had their fair share of relationships, so they're not into the games.
They're past it.
They're so past it.
No time for the BS.
No, like they're not going to beat around the bush. And I think a lot of them are at a point in their lives where they're just laser focused on personal growth. What are they passionate about? So they approach dating with intention. They want to know, like, do you align with my values, my goals, my lifestyle?
Right. So instead of asking you, how was your day? They're going to ask,
have you ever dated an older woman before?
Ooh.
What are your thoughts on a healthy relationship?
I like that.
Those are questions that spark
deeper
conversations and assess compatibility right from the start.
It's like cut to the chase. Are we on the same page here?
Exactly. And that's maturity.
Yes.
That's a desire for something real.
I love that.
So if you find that the older woman you're chatting with is skipping the pleasantries and asking thought-provoking questions, that's a good sign.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
She sees you as more than just a fling. She wants to know you.
The real you.
Now, another big clue is the speed.
Ooh, yeah.
And substance of their replies.
Yes.
Okay, have you ever waited like hours?
Oh my God.
Or even days for a response?
It's like a game.
Oh, it's like, are we playing ping pong?
Digital ping pong.
But like the other person's taking a nap.
Taking a nap, yeah.
In between serves, like what is happening?
But with older women, you see a very different pattern.
Yes.
They're responsive. If they're interested, they're going to reply.
They value their time.
They don't want to waste it.
Exactly. And it's not just about the speed, it's about what they're saying.
The content.
What's in those messages.
Yeah.
So it's going to be thoughtful and detailed. They might share a story, ask a follow-up question, really expand on what you said.
They're invested.
Yes. Invested in the conversation. It shows effort.
Absolutely.
And that's a huge indicator of interest.
Yes.
So if she is consistently responding promptly,
thoughtfully,
you're
on the right track.
You are on the right track.
She's intrigued.
She's into you. Which brings us to another key signal. The art of flirting.
Ooh.
How do older women flirt online? What have you noticed?
Well, I think older women tend to be much more direct.
Oh, absolutely.
They're not playing coy. They know what they want and they go for it.
I love that. So how does that translate online?
They might openly compliment you, ask about your relationship status, use those emojis.
I was going to say the emoji.
The heart emojis. Strategically. It's all about expressing interest clearly and directly.
No mixed signals.
No, I love that.
They're confident, comfortable with their desires, and they want you to know how they feel.
So if you are picking up on those vibes,
flirt back.
Flirt back.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of taking the lead, I have noticed that more and more older women,
they're making the first move.
They are making the first move online.
I love to see it.
It's amazing.
Initiative. Confident.
So attractive.
It's attractive.
And you know, this confidence extends to how they present themselves online, too. Have you noticed they'll share these little snippets?
Visual snippets.
Visual snippets of their lives, like
a new haircut.
A new haircut.
Glimpse into their hobbies.
Yes. Or, like, even ask for your opinion.
Yes.
Ugh.
What do you think of this outfit?
Oh my God, I love it. It's inviting you into their world.
Yes. Letting you see beyond that profile pic.
It's like, this is me, take it or leave it.
So good.
And that authenticity
That's what's appealing.
is so appealing.
It shows they're comfortable in their own skin.
Yes.
And they want you to see the real them. And it's such a powerful way to connect before you even meet.
In person.
And speaking of meeting in person, what's the ultimate sign?
The date
invitation. That is the most telling signal of all. It shows they want to move beyond the digital world.
Experience that in-person connection.
Yes.
They see potential for something more.
And a date invitation from someone who knows what they want, who's not afraid to go after it.
It's hot.
It's hot. It is.
Yeah.
And it's empowering.
Yeah.
You know, like it sets the stage
For an amazing relationship.
for a balanced and fulfilling relationship.
Yes.
Okay, so if she asks you out,
She's smitten.
she is smitten.
She's ready.
Now, before we move on, I want to touch on something we've been kind of hinting at.
I know what you're going to say.
Authenticity.
It's like a superpower.
It really is.
Yeah.
Especially for older women in the dating world.
Magnetic.
I think it's because it creates trust
Yes.
and security. You know, you're dealing with someone real.
Yeah, you know.
They're not trying to be anyone.
They're not.
It's refreshing in the online dating world.
Which can be so superficial.
So superficial. It's like a breath of fresh air. You can relax and be yourself.
Just let the conversation flow.
Exactly. So when you're talking to her online, pay attention to how she's presenting herself. Does she seem genuine?
Open.
Does she share? Does she make you feel comfortable?
Comfortable being you.
These are all signs that you've got someone who values that,
Authenticity.
which is a fantastic foundation.
For any relationship.
Okay, let's get into a real-life example. I have a friend. Let's call him Malik. And he found himself increasingly drawn to older women online.
Interesting.
I know, right? So tell me more about Mark. What happened?
Well, he was a little hesitant at first.
Understandably.
Yeah. Worried about the judgment.
The age gap.
The awkwardness. But he decided to push past those fears.
Good for him.
And just see where things went. So he starts chatting with this incredible woman. Let's call her Lisa.
Oh, I like Lisa already.
She was a few years older, super successful, and she just had this amazing energy.
Okay, I'm hooked. Tell me more. Did she exhibit any of the signal?
Oh, she was a textbook case.
Really?
Right from the start. Lisa was asking Mark all sorts of interesting questions.
Not the small talk.
No small talk. What are your passions?
Your goals in life.
Your perspective.
Wow, she really wanted to know him.
And she was sharing openly about her life, too. Her experiences, her dreams.
That authenticity.
Authenticity. It created a connection that just blossomed.
Okay. What happened next?
So they keep chatting online for a few days.
Okay.
The conversations are getting deeper, more engaging. She's responding to his messages almost instantly.
She was responsive.
So thoughtful and detailed in her replies.
She valued their time.
Yes.
Made him feel like a priority.
And then Lisa did something that sealed the deal.
What did she do?
She sent him a picture of herself trying on a dress.
Oh, I love this.
What do you think?
So cute.
It wasn't anything provocative.
No.
Just playful. Sharing a part of her day.
Inviting him in.
Inviting him in. And Mark, being the smooth operator that he is, responded with a genuine compliment.
Nice.
Told her how beautiful she looked.
Good for him.
And then guess what?
What?
Lisa invited Mark out for coffee.
She made the first move.
She made the first move.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
She was feeling it.
She was feeling it.
Yeah.
And she wasn't afraid to go for it.
I love that. So that's how their love story began.
It is.
They had an amazing first date.
They did. They connected on so many levels.
Yeah.
And Mark said it was one of the most refreshing, stimulating dates he had ever been on.
That is so great to hear. It just goes to show, when you're open to the possibilities,
And you pay attention to the signs.
age really is just a number.
It is. It's about finding someone who shares your values.
Your interests, your zest for life, regardless of age,
And sometimes that special someone might just surprise you.
with their age
And their approach.
and their approach.
Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about
Visual communication.
visual communication.
Okay.
Online. So we're talking pictures.
Pictures. Getting a little flirty.
A little flirty through photos.
I think this can add a lot of spice to online dating.
Sure.
And with older women, they tend to be more comfortable with their bodies and their sexuality,
Absolutely. They've embraced their sensuality.
and they're not afraid to express it.
So how does that translate to online interactions?
They might send you a picture of them in a new outfit.
Or
Or,
like at the gym.
yeah, check out my workout.
Or even just a playful selfie with like a suggestive caption.
Ooh.
Right.
No.
And it's not necessarily about being provocative.
No, it's more about confidence.
Yeah.
Letting you know they're attracted.
Exactly. And I think it's important to note, too, it's not just about physical attraction.
No.
It's about showcasing their personality.
Their lifestyle. Their lifestyle. So they might send pictures of their travels or their hobbies or even just like their everyday life.
This is who I am.
This is what I'm about. Are you interested?
Exactly.
It's a way to build connection.
Shared experiences.
Even before you meet.
So if she's sharing those snippets, take it as a good sign.
I mean, she's comfortable.
And she wants you to get to know her.
And don't be afraid to reciprocate.
Share pictures back.
Show her your world.
It builds rapport.
Creates attraction.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about something that can be a little tricky. Online. Flirting.
Ooh.
How do you strike that balance between being playful,
And respectful.
respectful, when there's an age difference?
It's a great question.
Right.
I think the key is to be genuine.
Be yourself.
Be authentic. Don't try to force anything.
Yeah.
Or use language that doesn't feel natural.
So true. Older women, they appreciate confidence.
They do.
So don't be afraid to compliment her intelligence,
Her accomplishments.
her sense of humor,
Yes.
but comments about her age
Yeah.
or appearance. Like
that could be objectifying
Sure.
or patronizing.
patronizing. Exactly.
Focus on her as a person.
Not just as an older woman.
And humor is great.
Yes.
Playful banter.
It goes a long way.
But make sure it's appropriate,
Appropriate.
respectful. You want to make her laugh, not cringe.
Exactly. Now let's talk about making the first move.
Ooh.
This can be nerve-wracking
For anyone.
for anyone.
Online,
Right.
it can feel even more daunting when there's that age difference.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure. But here's the thing. Older women are often more confident,
Yes,
assertive
they are.
in their approach to dating.
So don't be surprised if
They make the first move.
she's the one to reach out
Yeah.
or suggest meeting up.
Exactly. And if you're hesitant, don't sweat it.
Just be responsive.
Yeah.
Let her know you're interested.
And when you're ready to ask her out, keep it simple,
Simply.
direct. Suggest coffee,
Coffee.
a drink,
A low-key bar.
create a comfortable, relaxed setting.
Don't overthink it.
Just be yourself. Enjoy the conversation.
Now let's talk communication style. How do you ensure your messages resonate
Ooh.
with an older woman?
It's about being clear, respectful.
Respectful, engaging. Avoid using slang
Or,
that she might not understand.
and pay attention to how she communicates and mirror that.
I like that.
So if she's more formal,
Right.
reserved, adjust your tone.
But if she's more playful,
Yeah.
lighthearted,
Her energy.
and ask questions,
Show genuine interest
active listening
is key
for building a connection,
with anyone.
regardless of age. Now let's talk about something that can be a little sensitive, but I think it's important to address. Handling the insecurities,
Yeah.
the potential judgments. When it comes to the age difference, have you encountered this?
All the time.
Yeah.
It's common for both people to have anxiety
Yeah.
about what others might think.
It's society.
Right.
We're so programmed to think relationships should
Follow a certain script.
a certain script.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. True connection.
It transcends boundaries.
It does. If you're genuinely attracted and there's that mutual respect,
The chemistry.
the judgments fade away.
They really do. Focus on your own happiness.
The strength of your connection,
Yeah.
and if you encounter
You
negativity,
remember, those opinions don't matter.
they don't.
That's your life.
Your happiness.
If you found someone special,
Don't let anyone dim your shine.
celebrate that connection.
Love knows no bounds.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
So let's wrap up this part of our deep dive with some words of wisdom
Yes.
for anyone navigating this world.
Of dating older women online.
First and foremost,
Be confident
be confident. They're drawn to men who are secure,
in themselves.
and be respectful.
Treat her as an equal.
Yes. Value her opinions and experiences.
Be engaging.
Be engaging.
Ask questions.
Share.
Keep the conversation flowing.
And most importantly,
Be authentic.
be authentic. Let your personality shine through.
Don't try to be someone you're not.
Remember, online dating is about finding a genuine connection.
Relax.
Be yourself.
Enjoy the journey.
Enjoy the journey.
And remember, you have a lot to offer. Older women really appreciate men who are open-minded, curious.
Willing to learn.
Yeah. It's about approaching the connection with mutual respect and admiration.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about a topic that comes up a lot. When we discuss older women dating younger men, like What are the benefits? What are the challenges?
The pros and cons.
Yeah. It's definitely a topic that sparks a lot of curiosity
Let's
and judgment.
Yeah.
So let's dive in with an open mind.
Let's explore both sides.
Okay. Let's start with the benefits. I think one of the biggest advantages is,
The emotional maturity.
oh my gosh,
The
yes.
stability.
They've lived life. They know who they are.
They don't want the drama.
They're not looking for it.
It's like they've already done that.
They're done with that chapter.
Yeah. They're ready for something.
Grounded.
Grounded and fulfilling.
And this emotional maturity translates into communication.
Oh my God, so refreshing.
Right, like they can express their needs.
Their desires.
They know how to handle conflict.
Constructively of all the games.
No games.
Yeah.
They're direct, honest, and open.
Which creates trust.
Mutual respect.
And we can't forget about the experience.
The wisdom.
They have so much to share.
They've traveled, they've pursued their passions, they've built careers.
It's like having a mentor.
A confidant.
Built in.
I know.
You know?
It's so enriching.
Both personally and professionally.
Speaking of enrichment, let's not overlook the sexual compatibility.
Yeah.
This often thrives in relationships with an age gap,
I was going to say older women.
are often more confident,
Yes.
adventurous in the bedroom,
They've shed those inhibitions.
and not afraid to explore.
To initiate.
Yeah. And this can be exciting for both partners.
So passionate.
Fulfilling.
Yeah. But let's not sugarcoat it.
There are challenges.
There are challenges with any relationship.
Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Societal judgment.
It's real.
It is real.
It's
Unfortunately,
like a reality.
people might judge. You might get some weird looks or comments, even disapproval from family or friends.
It can be tough.
It can be tough,
Yo.
especially in the beginning.
When you're still figuring things out.
Yeah. But here's the key.
Focus on your own happiness.
The strength of your connection.
Tune out the noise.
Yes. If you're both secure,
And committed.
those judgments will fade.
They do. Prioritize your well-being.
Don't let other people dictate your choices.
Love knows no bounds.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about another potential challenge. Differing life stages.
It's natural for
Wow.
people of different ages.
Could be at different points.
in their lives.
Different priorities.
goals. Right.
One person might be focused on their career, and the other's thinking about settling down.
Or starting a family.
Or, one person's an empty nester,
Yeah.
and the other's still juggling work and social life.
These differences don't have to be deal breakers.
No.
Communication is key.
Communication is key.
It's about compromise.
Supporting each other.
And recognizing that those differences can actually enhance the relationship. And they can bring balance, perspective. Like the younger partner might bring adventure.
The spontaneity.
And the older partner offers stability.
Wisdom.
It's about appreciating those qualities and learning from each other.
Okay. Now, communication in general. I feel like this can be a challenge,
Sometimes, yeah.
especially with an age gap,
You have different life experiences.
different cultural references.
And this can lead to misunderstandings.
Right. You might have to explain a slang term
Or a pop culture reference.
that they've never heard of.
It can be frustrating.
So how do you navigate that?
Patience.
Okay.
Understanding.
Understand it.
Be willing to learn from each other.
Learn from each other.
Ask questions.
Share your knowledge.
It's about creating a dialogue.
Where both people feel heard. Now let's talk about something that can be a little taboo. Physical intimacy
Yeah.
and the aging process.
It's natural for bodies to change.
Be sensitive.
Be sensitive.
Understand it.
Both partners need to be comfortable discussing their needs
Their desires.
and being open to adapting as those needs change.
It's not just about youthful vigor.
It's about connection.
Intimacy.
Pleasure.
And those can deepen
And evolve over time.
as long as both partners are committed to that.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's talk about finances.
Ooh, yeah.
This can be tricky
In any relationship.
in any relationship, but especially when there's an age gap. If one person is more established,
Higher income.
it can create an imbalance.
It can.
So it's important to talk about it.
Openly and honestly.
Yeah. Your financial goals, spending habits, expectations.
How are you going to manage money together?
Find a system that's
There.
equitable,
And remember, it's not just about the money. It's about respect.
willingness to support each other.
Yeah.
What about starting a family?
This is a big one.
It is.
Especially when there's an age gap.
Right. If one person is approaching an age where biological parenthood is less likely,
It can create pressure
so you have to have an honest conversation.
about your desires.
Expectations.
If one person really wants biological children,
And the other one doesn't.
that could be a sign of incompatibility.
Yeah. But if you're both open to other paths,
Adoption, fostering,
it can be beautiful.
it can be beautiful.
So approach it with an open heart.
Willingness to compromise.
Yeah.
What about dealing with criticism?
From family.
From friends.
It's natural for them to have opinions,
They do.
but sometimes they can be hurtful.
Intrusive.
So set boundaries.
Yeah.
Communicate clearly.
Let them know you appreciate their concern.
But you're making your own decisions.
And if they continue to be disrespectful,
You might need to distance yourself.
it's about protecting your happiness.
The integrity of your connection.
Now, what about insecurities?
Insecurities can come up. They can come up in any relationship.
But that age gap can magnify them.
Yeah. The younger partner might worry about seeming immature,
Inexperienced.
and the older partner might worry about being judged,
For their age.
their appearance,
It can manifest in jealousy,
possessiveness,
withdrawal.
samasabasam.
So address those insecurities.
Head on.
Talk about your fears, your vulnerabilities,
And create a safe space,
for open communication.
because a strong relationship
Is built on trust.
and mutual respect,
When you feel secure in your connection,
the insecurities fade.
they do.
You know, one of the most beautiful things about this dynamic
I know what you're going to say.
is learning from each other.
It's like having a built-in guide to another generation.
You can learn about each other's cultural references,
Historical events,
social movements.
different ways of thinking,
It's a constant opportunity for growth
for discovery.
and exploring new things together.
When you have different passions and interests,
It opens up possibilities.
you might try a new hobby, travel to a new place, try a new cuisine,
Stepping outside of your comfort zones.
creating memories.
And it's okay to have different interests.
It adds spice.
Variety.
Keep things interesting.
Now let's talk about maintaining your individuality.
This is so important,
It is. In any relationship,
but especially when there's an age gap.
you have to nurture your own passions,
Your interests,
your friendship.
even when you're in a relationship.
It's about finding that balance
Between togetherness,
and independence
respecting each other's need for space.
for time apart.
When you allow each other to grow.
It strengthens the foundation.
Absolutely.
Now, introducing your partner to your family and friends. This can be a little
Tricky.
tricky because they might have expectations.
That don't align with your choices.
So approach these introductions.
With sensitivity.
Understanding.
Don't force it.
Don't expect everyone to be thrilled right away.
Give them time
To adjust
to get to know your partner.
on their own terms.
Their acceptance isn't a prerequisite for your happiness.
If they care about you,
They'll come around.
okay,
They're
communication
the foundation.
of any relationship
It requires effort.
from both people.
Be open
Yeah.
about your thoughts, feelings, needs.
And listen,
Act
try to understand their perspective.
even when it's different from your own.
Communication is a two-way street.
It is.
Speaking and listening,
Creating that safe space.
where both people feel heard.
What about conflict resolution?
Conflict is inevitable,
It is.
but it's how you handle it.
That determines the health of the relationship.
Approach it with collaboration.
Not competition.
Don't blame
Don't shame.
or attack.
Express your needs clearly.
Respectfully.
Find solutions that work for both of you.
It's not about winning or losing
It's about finding common ground.
and strengthening the connection.
Yeah.
Don't forget about fun.
Adventure.
It's easy to get stuck in the routine.
And forget to prioritize quality time.
Plan dates, try new activities,
Keep the spark alive.
remind each other why you fell in love.
It's so important.
Okay, let's wrap up this part of our deep dive
With some final thoughts.
on the beauty
That complexity.
of older women dating younger men.
It's a dynamic that defies norms.
Challenges expectation.
It's a journey of discovery
Growth. Embrace the unique qualities.
that each person brings.
Create a relationship built on respect,
Understanding.
shared values,
And remember, age is just a number.
true love,
Transcends boundaries.
and finds its way.
Make sure who are open to it.
So if you're a younger man and you're feeling drawn to that confidence, the charisma of an older woman,
Don't hesitate.
explore it.
And if you're an older woman,
And you've got your eye on someone,
be bold.
be bold.
Make the first move.
You have so much to offer
There's a whole world of possibilities out there.
waiting for you.
Be open-minded.
Recognize those sparks.
Have the courage to pursue them.
Don't let those expectations or stereotypes hold you back.
From something special.
Because love knows no bounds.
It really doesn't.
And on that note, we want to thank you for joining us for another deep dive into the world of dating.
I'm Sophie Tanaka.
And I'm Alex Carter. And remember, we are love hackers. your daily dose of dating advice. So make sure to subscribe to our podcast.
Leave us a comment.
Give us a like.
Share this episode
With anyone who might find it helpful.
Until next time.
Happy dating.